first grade. How's everybody doing today? And welcome back to another remote learning math lesson with Mr. Ramsey. And today I am joined by two of my friends. This is Olaf. Olaf is a Lego minifigure. Not many people have an Olaf Lego minifigure. Maybe you do. But I also have an Olaf that was built out of Lego bricks. Today in math, we're going to be learning about which one of these is shorter and which one of these is longer as we compare the size of some objects. So, let's get started as I shrink myself into the corner. Today, we are going to be doing Grade 1, Lesson 3.3, Exploring Ordering by Length. Now, length is how long something is. And today, we're going to be really focusing on two big words, shorter and longer. And shorter kind of has to do with not being as big. But when something is longer, it is going to be bigger. It's going to stretch more. So I have some objects on my screen. I have a crayon, a pencil, a paperclip, an eraser, and I have a Lego minifigure, and this guy's name is Emmett. You might remember Emmett from the Lego movie. Well, if I want to see which object might be longer or shorter, the first thing I do is I take two objects and I put them next to each other. So there's my crayon, and then here's my pencil. And I make sure that they're both starting on the ground, almost like the ground. I don't want anybody to have a head start. So you can see they're both starting at the same spot. Now, I wonder which one is longer. Well, the object that stretches higher up is the one that's going to be longer. Well, look at the pencil. The pencil is longer than the crayon. So the crayon is shorter. Now, I can also take a look at my paperclip and my eraser. This time my objects go sideways. But remember, I always want to start at the same spot. So now I line them up this way. It's almost like the starting line. And then I make sure my eraser is at the starting line. My paperclip is at the starting line. Now I can see which one is longer. The pink eraser is longer. It goes further than my paperclip does. So my eraser is longer. My paperclip is shorter. Now I can take a look at Emmett also. Here's Emmett. And I can bring my crayon next to Emmett. Because now I wonder, which one's going to be longer? Which one is going to be shorter? Well, the first thing I want to make sure is I want to make sure they all start at the same line. There we go. I can show you that line is right like that. There it is. They're both standing on that line. That's important when we measure length. We can see here that my crayon is longer than Emmett because it is higher than Emmett. So the crayon is longer and Emmett is shorter. Now that's a little weird because my crayon was shorter when I compared it to the pencil, but now my crayon is longer when I compared it to Emmett. So an object could be shorter and longer. It depends what we are comparing it to. In first grade, we're going to be practicing how to take a whole bunch of objects and put them in order from shorter to longer. So I want to look at my objects and I want to make sure that they are all going the same way. So I'm going to make them all stand up. I'm going to turn my paper clip. I'm going to turn my eraser. So now I want to see if I can find the object that is the shortest. And I'm going to put them next to each other to see if I can find an object that is really, really short. And I see that's the paper clip. So I'm going to move my paper clip out. Now I wonder which one comes next. Which would be the next shortest? I wonder if it's Emmett or the eraser. So I can take my eraser and move it next to Emmett. And I can see that the eraser is shorter than Emmett. It's shorter than the crayon, and it's shorter than the pencil. It's bigger than my paper clip. It's longer than the paper clip. So I'm going to put my eraser next. Now I have 3 objects left. I wonder which one's the shortest. Well, let's see. The pencil is bigger than the crayon. The crayon is bigger than Emmett. Emmett is shorter than the crayon, shorter than the pencil, and Emmett is longer than the eraser. So Emmett is going to come next. Now I have 2 objects left. And it looks like the crayon is just a little bit shorter than the pencil. The pencil is longer. So now I have taken my 5 objects and I put them in order from the shortest to the longest. All right, first grade. Today we looked at shorter and longer. And you're going to have some activities in Seesaw so that you can practice finding some objects that are shorter and longer. I can't wait to see how smart you are. Go ahead and get started, and I'll see you real soon.